welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how you can easily and quickly make seamless patterns in Affinity Designer and Adobe Illustrator. These are the two most popular design softwares when it comes to making seamless patterns, but there are some differences. They differ in prices and also in the ease of work. So let's get started. So here we are in Affinity Designer. To create a seamless pattern, we need to open up a file, create a new document with a square dimensions. So I usually go by 1000 by 1000 pixels. And since I'm doing this for print on demand, I'm gonna be using 300 dpi, and the color format over here I'm going to change it to CMYK. I also like choosing the transparent background, but you don't have to if you do not wish to do so. Click create, and this is just the beginning. Now for starters, what is important is that you have this transform palette handy, because we are going to need this most of the time when we are making the pattern. So let's make a background first. I'll just drag this down. I'm going to remove the border and just make the fill. And now let's just bring in some elements. I have some over here in my assets panel. Which ones should I choose? Butterflies. Okay, let's go with butterflies. 2, 3, 4. Is it enough? And this one. I am gonna change the color of this. I'm gonna select all of them. I am holding shift while I'm clicking on them to select them all, and go back to swatches. If you don't find any of these what are these called again, windows, you can go to view, studio, and you can see all of them are here. If you need a window, just come here, search for it, click on it, and it's gonna have a check mark next to it. So that is that. Let's change the color. I'm gonna also make two of them different. Make them brown, light brown. Okay. So now the most important thing when you're doing seamless patterns is that I usually start with the left edge and then the top edge, because everything you put on the left edge, you need to copy it exactly on the right one, and everything you put on top, you need to copy it down. If you put something like on the edge itself, you need to copy it 4 times, on 3 times actually, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll just place our patterns. I'm gonna move this like that. Oops. And sometimes I have the snapping tool on, but I'm gonna turn it off because sometimes it is a bit tedious, I would say. Let's make this one bigger, because it's stopping me from actually moving freely on this. Now if you want to quickly copy an object, just click on it, press Alt and click on it, press Alt, click on it and drag. And then you can let go. So you click. Either way, here in Affinity you can also already press Alt, and because I'm using a Wacom drawing tablet, I press Alt first and then I go with my stylus pen, click on the object that I want to drag and just drag it out. And I'm still holding on to, I'm still pressing Alt when I'm moving the pieces around, like so. We do need to be careful about not putting things here to the edge, because I already put butterflies over there, so I'm gonna put this one over here, like so. So now comes the fun part, which is, let's put it up a little bit. I'm gonna move this one away again, actually. Go there, and the little one in between. Like that. Okay, so I want to copy this one to the other side. We know that the width is 1000 pixels. So what I need to do, because I'm copying on the X line, the horizontal line, I just go here and press plus 1000 and enter, and it's gonna be copied on this side. But first we need to double it. So let's go back, Control C, Control V to make a copy, and now go back here, plus 1000, and it's copied on the other side. You do the same to this, Control C, Control V, plus 1000. These are basically repetitive things that unfortunately you still need to do by hand, because in Affinity, no, not in Affinity, in Adobe Illustrator, you can implement actions with just one click of a button. You can select all of these and then click the action, and they're going to be copied on the other side. But I mean, you can still do it in Affinity Designer, it's just, it takes a little bit longer. So when we want to copy things from up downwards, we select the object, copy and paste, go to Y and press plus 1000, and there it is. Again with this one, copy plus 1000, and this one plus 1000. Now if you have something that is down on this edge and you want to copy it up, instead of going here and pressing plus, you would press minus. And also on this side, if you have something on this side, you want to copy it to the right side, to the left side, you press minus 1000. Now we just need to fill in the rest of the pattern, and we are basically done. That's it. That is the whole process of making patterns in Affinity Designer. You could use symbols as well, which are these. Create a symbol and then you can make a bigger box here so you can actually see the whole pattern changing live while you work on the smaller one. But my computer doesn't really like that, the usage of symbols, so I don't use that. Okay, so we have our pattern. I'm just gonna click on the artboard. I'm going to export this in PNG to a file. Where do I have it? Let's say here. So butterfly pattern Affinity. Now, how do we test this pattern out? We just go to the rectangle tool, create a rectangle. Now we go to fill tool, go up here to solid and choose a bitmap, and we choose our pattern, and here it is. Here is our pattern, and I see I've made I didn't copy this one. See, here it is. It's just half of the butterfly, so let's correct that one, like so. But there are two of them. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So here, instead of pressing plus, we're going to go minus 1000, and it's up there. Now I have to move this one a little bit down. Okay, it's done. Now I'm gonna export again. Everything is the same. I'm gonna click this one and yes. And let's go to fill, bitmap again, choose, and okay, now it's okay. And this is how you can see your pattern. Make it bigger, make it smaller, rotate it. That's it. And then you just save this tile and upload it to either Zazzle or Krita or wherever you're using it. And it's going to repeat itself if you choose the option of pattern repeat, which they have. So this is it for Affinity Designer. We are going to move next to Adobe Illustrator. See you there. And here we are in Adobe Illustrator. We are going to open a new file. Since I'm doing for print, let's go for print. I'm gonna change this to pixels, and also my usual 1000 by 1000 pixels. One artboard, CMYK 300 default, and create. Now we wait. Hey. Okay, so if you don't see any of the windows or tabs open, go to window and then just click on it once you see it. I do have actions open here. If you don't have it, go to window, actions, click on it, and you will get this one. I need to change this. Okay, so the actions window looks like this when you open it, and there were default actions over here, but I deleted it because I don't really use those, and I created my own pattern design actions. So moving left to right for 1000 pixels, moving top to bottom 1000 pixels, move right to left 1000 pixels, move bottom to up 1000 pixels, reflect vertically, reflect horizontally, and crop selection, which is basically everything you need when you're making a pattern. Now, I'm not gonna show you how you actually make the actions, but I am gonna show you how you can do this without actions as well, and it's fairly quick as well. Let me change back to that. So we have our thingy over here, our canvas, layer 1. I am gonna make a box, which is the rectangle. Go up to here, rectangle, no border, no fill for this one, and I'm gonna copy it in place. So Control C, Control F, and the upper one I am gonna change a color for that one. Let's go with blue, something light blue. Okay, light blue it is. I don't need that one for now. Now we need some objects. Do I even have objects here? I just started using Adobe Illustrator, so I don't have that many objects in my library. Well, I have flowers. Okay, we're gonna use flowers and a ball. No, we're gonna use that flower. You just drag your objects onto your canvas. You can also import them from your file. Like, let me get some over here. Clip art, flowers. Let's see. This one? No. I'm gonna put an envelope, but this one's gonna be bigger. Yeah. Let's go back to Move Tool. Make this smaller. We don't need it to be this big. Okay. Envelope, flower. Now all of these are linked, so I think it's better if I embed them. It's gonna be easier to work with them if they're embedded. Okay, so the composition is basically the same. Everything you put on this side, you copy it on this. Everything you put on this side, you copy it on this. And I usually start again with the composition. The same way, basically. Let's copy that, and that one goes here. Yep, I am. I'm gonna put this one here. Okay. Where's that? Oh, and copy. Oops, copy the envelope. How am I copying? The same way as we did in Affinity Designer, actually. Clicking on the object, pressing Alt, you have these two arrowheads. You click, you drag, but you drop, and then it's copied. But the thing is, what I was trying to say in Affinity Designer is, when you press Alt and you click on an object and drag it, if you release Alt, it's still gonna copy it. But here in Adobe, it doesn't. You have to keep pressing it. I don't know if I make any sense. Do I make sense? Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to position my elements. Oops, I didn't want to copy that one. I wanted that one. So, oh, I do want to flip this. So I'm gonna go to properties and flip it. No, I'm gonna put it up. What else? And that's gonna be too close to that one, so I'm gonna move envelope here. Go sideways. Copy this one. A little bit sideways, or not? A different way, and copy that one here. Now what I meant that it's easier and faster here, I just go like this and select all of this. There's one thing I do not want to select, which is the rectangles. So I'm going to press Control and click on these two to unselect them, and I'm also going to lock them in place. Now all of these are selected. I have my actions over here, left to right, click on that, bam, it's done. They're on the other side. Now a bit longer version would be, you click on the object you want to copy, go to object, transform and move, and then you have these options over here. Distance, you need to put in the distance that you want to move it for. So our artboard is 1000 pixels wide, so we put over here 1000 pixels. Are you gonna move or not? Okay, but we don't want to move it up there, we want to move it across. 0 angle. And I want to make a copy out of this one, so I'm also going to click copy, and it moved across. This step here is a bit longer than in Affinity Designer, but it is the same. But once you set up the actions, it's actually quite fast, because you just select what you want to move, top to bottom, click on it, and that's it. Oh, these two are going to be too close. Now if you want to move one object that is actually on the edge, you also need to select the other one, the corresponding copy, and move them both at the same time, otherwise your pattern is going to not work very well. Also going to move these two a little bit up. Okay, now I think we are good. If we do this one the longer way, so right click, transform, move 1000, not 8, 1000 pixels, and I want to copy it down there. Okay, 270. So top should be 0, bottom should be 1000, and copy. Ta-da! We're done. So we're going to put another one over here. So transform, move 1000 and 270. Okay, copy. And I'm gonna put this one in the middle here, like this. fill in the pattern. I do want to put something in there or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oops. Come on, work with me. Oh, not that. Okay, I think this is it. Now we are going to select all the objects, not the rectangles, but just the objects. We are gonna go to Object, Expand. Okay, and then we're gonna go again. No, it's okay. Okay, and Group. Control and did it group together? It didn't group all of them. Select all, group. Oh, now it did. Okay. It changed my envelopes because they are actually made out of different elements, and it actually turned them into images separately. Which I have no idea why, but okay, whatever, it's fine. As long as this is one group. Now I'm gonna unlock these two, and I don't want to change the. I want to change the background to something different. Which, ooh, not this one. Wrong rectangle. Yellowish, something beige. I don't like those sliders. RGB, yeah. A little bit over here, a little bit over here, a little bit in. Nope, too much. It's gonna be too orange. It's gonna be yellow. How about green? Let's go a little bit on the green side. Like this, maybe. No. Green, not too green. Ooh, brown. Never thought about brown. I'm gonna do brown. Dark one. Okay, I'm good. So how do you test if your seamless pattern actually is seamless? Which is, you need to have this rectangle down here without a stroke, without any color. That's the border. And then you select all of them, all of your elements. So the pattern, the background, and that one, and just click and drag to your swatches, and there it is. Now we can just open an element, make a square, click on the pattern over there. Did I? Okay, it's making. Why is there a line? Oh, are those lines gonna disappear? I hope they're gonna disappear, because I've had instances where I could actually see those lines, which I am not sure why, even though none of them have an outline. Does this one have an outline? No. These also don't have an outline. But yeah, we are also going to test this. Oops, there it is. So anyway, this is the pattern. The objects are okay. Now I'm going to do one more thing to test this pattern out, which is I'm going to duplicate this rectangle, Control C, Control F, and bring it above the pattern. Then I'm going to select the object and the group. We're gonna go to Pathfinder and crop. Yes, crop. Oh, I don't like that thing. I had an image. It didn't want to crop because all of these were changed into vectors. There are paths and compound paths, but the envelope is actually an image and it doesn't want to crop the images, so that's okay. It's fine as long as I save it as a, go to File, Export, where are you? Export for screens, because we're just testing it. Artboards, yes, one artboard, range 1, include bleed. I don't have bleed. Full document, nope. Where are we going to save this? Over here. Okay. Open location after export. Yes. Subfolder no. PNG yes. Export. So here it is, our pattern. Now, where is it? This one. We're gonna test run. Is it gonna work? I'm gonna save this one because I want to see if these lines are saved as well. So export for screens. No, not artboard. Asset. Not the artboard. The object. Where is it? Oh, I can just go here. Collect for a single asset. There. PNG at scale. No, don't at scale. Export. Pattern test. Let's try. MAPA. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Export successful, complete. Okay, it over. There it is. Let's open that one. I wanna check. It is here. Why? Why? This is why I'm not really sure. Because in Affinity Designer, you can see the lines, those lines there. But when you export, they're not there. It only happens when I do things in Adobe Illustrator. And the object doesn't have a stroke. It's this. No stroke. And the rectangles don't have stroke as well. So why this one and that one? It's like this black line is over there, but oh well. I mean, overall, when I saved this, I didn't get the line, so as long as this one is okay, I'm okay with it. Because when you upload this square to Zazzle, which I did, there weren't the lines weren't here. So anyway, this is it. This is how you make seamless patterns in Adobe Illustrator. And previously we did we made seamless patterns in Affinity Designer. So I mean, it's not difficult, but each program have their benefits and not so great qualities, but I mean, at the end it's your choice which program you're gonna choose to work with, which one is the best for you, compared on either, I don't know, financially, if it's better, if you can afford Adobe, then go for it. If not, Affinity is a great alternative. You can actually do basically everything. I mean, I started doing everything related to graphic design, illustrations with Affinity Suite. So I got Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, and Publisher, and I had them for about 3 years now, and just recently I decided to switch to Adobe. So that's it. This is it for today's video. I hope you're all okay, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.